Alrighty then. Hello again, Twitch and YouTube. Welcome to another day of Ultra Cursed Pale Court Randomizer, where we are doing a randomizer, which is as cursed as we can make it, which means everything is awful, all the items are random, most of them are 1 geo, we are stuck at 3 life, everything is terrible, still can't heal, and it will take a long time. But to spice things up a bit and add more punishment, we don't win by beating the Hollow Knight or the Radiance. We win by beating the Pale Court. So, what is the Pale Court? The Pale Court is a fan-made expansion. Hello, Fenster Lurkster. Nice to see you again. Sorry, I got the T extra there. I was just saying that today I have to beat the Pale Court, or at least get somewhat closer to reaching the Pale Court. This is basically to add some extra challenge to the random, because, you know, beating Radiance is fine and all, but I've never actually beaten Pale Court in my life. I've never seen it even. I haven't played this fan-made expansion at all, but I really wanted to for a long time, and I was finally like, why not just combine it with the randomizer? So that's exactly what we're gonna do. I'm going quite blind on the Pale Court part, and taking the randomizer all the way to whatever these things are. I presume there's some hard endgame bosses. I have to beat all of them with curses. So 3 masks, possibly no healing, possibly way too few items. It's gonna be great. So yeah, let's just get going. This is already day 2, so we're about 4 hours in, and that gets you about as much as you'd expect for a... Oh, no, don't... Let me reset the timer. Set... No. Well, the timer doesn't want to start. Great. That happens sometimes. Give me a second to check if I can get it to start. If not, we can just sit there and regret. That happens sometimes, I guess. Unsplit. Deactivate. Deactivate out splitter. Control. Reset. No. Reset the number of tries. There, perfect. Okay, we're good. We got ourselves a timer. So, where are we at in this Cursed Randomizer? Well, day 1, we did a lot of the legwork, so Crossroads is looking kinda crisp. Green Path, also looking pretty clean over here. Howling Cliffs, nice and tidied up. Dirtmouth, got a little bit of bad mojo. Most of Resting Grounds is over. We even got a bit of Edge. City is also looking surprisingly desolate. Did a pretty good job of it so far, I must say. And our Pokédex is largely, well, it's getting there, you know, like this is about 4th gym level Pokédex, which is not bad, I would say. Not much in Distant Village and Queen's Garden so far, but could see how far we can get in those directions as well. So, now's the time when we think carefully about life. What can we do? According to the randomizer, as far as I can tell, there are only exactly 2 checks still available. There is this pretty awful thing in Crystallized Mound, which requires a pretty long jump. I'm sort of bad at it. I probably have enough loot to get across here, but I will need to reset like for an hour before I finally figure out how to do it. It's gonna be slow. The other thing is I could go all the way down to Ancient Basin and try to get this Pale Ore. This Pale Ore is pretty cursed in and of itself. In order to even get up this little unassuming ledge here, we need to take a damage tank, because so far we have, well, we have Right Dash. Right Dash is pretty good, but that's also all we have. Don't have any Mantis Claws, don't have any Wings, don't have any Seed Dashes. We do have some spells, which is great. Have a few Nail Arts, which is great, but that's kind of where we're at, you know. So, also still stuck on 0 Charm Notches, so although 0 cost Charm on Stone is ridiculously hot. And yeah, now I gotta figure out where to go from here. I can go for the checks that are in logic. There's also the option of breaking with tradition and going for checks that are not in logic. There aren't a bunch of them that are very interesting. Divine proved to be completely fruitless, unfortunately. The bug shop is completely useless. Sly is useless. Egg shop is there. So yeah, just checking that I didn't miss any like buyables that would give us progress. I don't think so. Broom. I don't think talking to Broom gets you anything. I could be wrong about that. Sometimes I forget how the lore under works. Blessing of the Butterfly definitely doesn't give you anything. Lore definitely isn't helping either. Hornet level. Wait, what essence am I on right now? That could, I suppose, theoretically do something. 1661 essence. Oh, that could be something. Let's think about this one for a moment. 1661. So I need about 200 and a little bit more. There's 100 on Mr. Mushroom and another 100 on this fungal tablet. That would require me to invent a charm notch, but unfortunately it's not possible to make logic that doesn't include charms, so sometimes it's just logically required for you to charm up. I'm going to do that actually. So that unfortunately involves a trip to the debug menu, because I have 0 charm notches, but the game is expecting me to have at least one. And it might not be possible to finish the game unless I put charms on occasionally. Which means we need to allow ourselves to equip a charm temporarily, just for the purpose of these checks, and then get rid of that charm notch later. The -1 charm notch is self-imposed in any case. I'll have to face tank through this overcharm to get there. Okay. Let's go. A little bit of adventure. Do, 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 do. Other things we don't have. Left slash. I can't attack to my left. I can attack to my right and to down, but not up or left. This is still missing. However, that's kind of compensated for by the fact that we have Great Slash. Great Slash is really hot. Love Great Slash. Wish I could cheat this gauntlet with Great Slash only, but a bit optimistic. Essence for me. I like these expensive seers. I actually feel like I have to scrounge up some extra essence for Seer rather than just her being automatic whenever I meet her for the first time. So tweaking the cost of some of these checks is good stuff. I think 1800 is a pretty nice number already. No, not you. Uh-huh. Thank you, Mushroom. Good. Okay, we got our stuff. Let's go see the Seer. Seer the Sea. Gonna get rid of that charm notch as soon as right now, so that I then don't forget about that. I don't like seeing the debug menu, and I think people will always assume that I'm cheating or getting invulnerability or something, but it's really not the case. I'm just saying, okay, Rando, I know you expect me to put on a charm and go there, so I'm gonna do that. But I do try to leave it to the very last so that we don't see the debug menu too often. There's also the option of just not, like, sure. There's the option of just, like, always pretending that I don't have that charm notch. But this also leads to some issues, like problems with overcharming, and also just the fact that people will assume that, well, you have a charm notch, why don't you use it? And then I have to explain that. Hi, Garden Salbei. Oh, that spinning frog dog thing. I remember that one. Goodness. It's giving me quite the stomach turn. Melemo. So that Hornet level didn't seem to do quite enough. Where does that trigger a Hornet conversation anyway? Nowhere I can actually talk to her, it seems. Yeah, my stomach is you're doing things to it. Terrible, terrible gardens I'll buy. How could you? I don't remember all the hornet locations, but this level maybe does nothing. Okay. Well then, that was disappointing. Then I have to think about which one to go for. I guess we'll take one trip down to the ancient basin to see if we can do the damage tank. It is pretty tricky. And given that we have no charms at all, and no real benches that would help us, it's gonna be a bit of a journey to get there. Let's just say that. I didn't actually get the bench in Ancient Basin. It wouldn't help me that much anyway, because you would have to do some... I'm not even sure if it's doable parkour to get back up. I never really tried that, if the parkour of getting up from Ancient Basin is doable with just pogoing. How little damage do you need on the nail for that? That hasn't really come up yet. I guess I could try it now, but then I need a little bit more money anyway. Let's have a look-see. No. That was a bad inventory drop. Wait. It is inventory drops as suboptimal. Okay, fine. No, still suboptimal. Okay, now getting through this room. This is today's nightmare. I do not like this room one bit. You always get ambushed by these things. Especially this. There you go, okay. Sometimes it just wants to slap you and there's not much you can do about it. This time we got through surprisingly unscathed. Scathed? Scathed? I'm not actually a native English speaker. Sometimes I flounder on these pronunciations. Goodness. Yeah, we're just gonna go over here. So as you see, it's a little bit of a walk here, and the problem is, to actually get to the end of this track requires a pretty much RNG damage tank. And I have two shots at it. If I fail, it's reset. So, okay. As you see, the RNG aspect. Can I... Maybe if I make it patrol over here, I can also pogo off a bit. Maybe that's possible. How can I... Can I guide it over there? I haven't actually tried that yet. But that would require a little bit of bait, let's say. Let's try it, actually. I'm curious now. Let's see if I can convince it for long enough. It does like backing off very fast, unfortunately. Come on. I'm gonna spend a little bit of time playing with this thing's AI, just to see if I can trick it. Oh, the background pogo, wait, is that useful? Like, now I kind of broke it. I haven't really tried dying here, but wait, no I have, right? What? Wait, how did that hit me? The goo... As it contracted, it hit me. What? Like, it didn't hit me on landing, but after that, somehow it got bigger? That is really weird. No, I didn't get up. I'm pretty sure dying here will just put my shade in an unreachable location. Yeah, it's really magic goo. I haven't tried it. If I do, I'll lose the money. Okay, we're gonna do it this way. I'm gonna go to Green Path and get myself 100 geo. That's just 2 quick dunks of the knights there. Go down, get the bench in Ancient Basin, and then see if I find an obvious way to get up. I don't think going up from Ancient Basin is a good idea. I'm not so sure I can consistently do it because we may have too much nail damage already. I started at 2 nail damage. I think at that point going up from Ancient Basin would be pretty doable. But we've actually found a fair bit of nail damage items already, so I think we're just really lucky because, you know, we're aiming for beating endgame bosses. And having like something like 6 nail damage would actually be enormous against those guys. But Unfortunately, that means our pogoing is a little bit too destructive. Just gonna go punch up those knights one more time to have the money for the bench. They're my favorite lunch money source right now. I don't know if there's a much better farming source somewhere else, but fortunately I don't have to spend a lot of time farming here anyway. Just one more go. Yeah, right now the rando is basically in a bit of a difficult state because there's only 2 checks open, so I have to be a bit creative about how I get them. I still haven't quite finished considering whether there's some out of logic checks I would rather do. There might be a few that are doable and might be easier than the in logic ones. But the problem is when there's only 2 logically available checks, then 50-50 one of them is going to be progress. And 50% is a lot better odds than the odds of, you know, whatever else being useful. Like generic random check. I don't know. Oh, goodness, that's not good. Don't take a damage already. Generic random checks, I don't know, they're at best like a %. If even that, for being useful. But sometimes they do surprise you. And one nice thing about out of logic checks is that they may have a high payoff because with the cursed logic settings, it always tries to put the really useful items like, you know, cloak and wings and claw stuff. It puts them as far away as humanly possible. Yes. And when you trick the logic by taking an out of logic check, then you might just be able to convince it to give you something it didn't want to give you. So that could happen. And that's definitely worth considering. Okay, not the hottest inventory drops, but it's faster than not using it, I guess. I'll learn the art of inventory dropping soon enough. Eventually, anyway. No, don't do it. Okay, that was actually a good maneuver for me. I got through pretty unscathed. Scathed. I just did that exactly the same word in exactly the same room, and I still don't know how to pronounce it. Maybe this is a sign of lacking growth. Just like a lacking trampas. Oh yeah, I never actually checked what the fountain has. I might as well give that a look-see. That's also an out of logic check, speaking about it. 1 geo, very nice. Okay, so I don't need to think about that. Alright, let's see. Bench up. I'm pretty sure I can't really do anything over here, but let's just take a little walk to the countryside just to check that. If I die and put a shade here, can I use the shade to get this check? I think it's even possible... Let me think about this for a second. Let's try dying over there and checking if I can get that check. I'm curious now, so I'm gonna just go ahead and try it. Also, it's just 67 geo, so there's not a lot to lose if the shade spawns in an unreachable location. Maybe I'll die like over here-ish. Team Cherish put the shade spawn locations in sometimes very unintuitive places, so it can be really hard to figure out where they'll be. I don't hear it. The shade did not seem to spawn in anywhere remotely useful, huh? Okay. Did I have long nail? I think I have mark of... No, I only have long nail. I have long nail. Maybe with long nail I could get up. Unfortunately, I don't have a charm for this. And now this is not logically expected, so I would feel kind of bad about using it here. I'm gonna die again over here and see... That's Rip Geo, I guess. And see if that puts the shade in a different location. Or if it's still spawning over in Narnia. Oh, it does spawn here, okay. With a lot of luck, I might be able to get a fireball pogo. Oh no, it times out. Okay, so the fireball just times out in that case. I'm gonna try dying near the midpoint then. Last shot at this. Okay. If this still spawns the shade over in Narnia, then oh no, it spawns here instead, huh? Okay, so that was the big root in the middle there. Let's try going a little bit further, I guess. I'm sure someone has done the moths for this. Actually, there's multiple big roots, so that didn't help me much. Okay, that was probably too close. Probably too close. Just take some deaths first, just to check. I'm curious now. It's always nice to try new things for these randos. Learn some small new mechanics. That's way too close to it. I don't know why I went that far. I should count the number of roots or something. Okay, wait, try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9. Can't get up here, right? Maybe with long nail I could. I'm not sure. This doesn't seem possible now. Okay, let's try to die at about root number 5 then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 is better. Okay, no, never mind, 5 is fine. 5 spawns here. This was 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Still spawns here on 7. Okay. Then I think the spawn locations are really just right here. Yeah, absolutely. No. It's not lonely at all, actually. I'm the type that would just stream for myself anyway, so... In fact, I'm very used to that. Just streaming to chill. I like talking, and I'm perfectly capable of talking to myself for extended periods of time. I hope that doesn't mean I'm crazy, but... No, but you just chill. I totally understand that feeling of just needing to chill and space out sometimes. It's extremely understandable. So get that well deserved rest, and yeah, good job, good job. Sometimes people need to be reminded that they've done a good job. It doesn't even matter if I know what you've done or not. You've done a good job. That I know. Okay, I think that's it then. The thing... Shade doesn't spawn around here, so it's kind of hopeless to try. Just kill the shade and travel back up, I guess. I wonder if dying on the roof spikes helps at all, but let's not entertain that thought too much. Okay, so because the fireball times out, I can't really use it to get to the middle georock either, so this is just really impossible. Yeah, great to hear. Just enjoy. Besides, I mean, you know, this is the way streams work. People pop in, people pop out, and as long as you can have a fairly chill time and life is at the best it can be, given whatever circumstances, then everything is fine. And yeah, that's okay. There's no way I can pogo out of there's no way I can pogo out of here. And even if I do a stall ball, which I think I don't have the FPS to do, then I don't think I could get out of here. I can't get up here without a lot more upwards movement, so I can't get palace grounds. That means I'm stuck here. We gave up on that. Waterways is out of the question. Is it? Well, I mean, I could get here, but getting here doesn't really get me much because I don't have enough mobility to get through these rooms or get any of those checks. And I only have right dash, so I could only get here, and even that only with extreme suffering. So I will give up on that. This is impossible, impossible. This is all impossible. I can't get the hazard respawn without at least wings or something. So this room is impossible. This room is impossible, I think. Maybe. There is a very cursed pogo off of a primal aspid, but I think I'll ignore that. Let's just term that as impossible. Primal aspids are the worst. This is impossible, and that is frankly not impossible, but very close to it. I think it would require some crazy AI manipulation on the enemy. But maybe I can get the flying dude to help me. I'll give it a check. Just having a little look what checks are doable now. This is also sort of out of my own curiosity, more than maybe strict necessity. I think for now I'll just have one thing following me, not two. Oh. That didn't quite get me high enough. I doubt I can get quite enough upward momentum for this. That was even very close to being like ideal. It was really standing in the spot I needed to be, and it was still, I think, nowhere near enough. Yeah. Let's see if the shade does anything useful for us. I'm gonna doubt that too. Some of these checks I haven't really toyed with before, so I just want to see what I can learn about them. The fact that the shade is here isn't bad per se, because it gives some extra pogo possibilities, especially with the parries. But I still don't think it's nearly enough. Yeah, whatever. Stupid shade. Yeah, I would need a number of pogos, because it is pretty high. It doesn't look that high, but it is really quite high. Fine. Not this check then. Although I guess I can keep it as an absolute emergency reserve. This stuff in resting grounds. This maybe. That's a maybe, I think, isn't it? Because I think if I get the right damage tank off of the boomfly, I might be able to get up there. I will give it a try at least. It's much closer to a bench than the Ancient Basin one. Of course, I've already established that these checks are basically all very unlikely to progress. But that doesn't mean they can't do it. Oh, this is the drawback of this one. I need to wait for this guy to move. It takes forever. Okay, so. And I do need him back here again, because then I need to... Maybe I can stallball this? Maybe I can stallball this. Maybe not. Ow. Why does he do double contact damage anyway? I could swear there was a way to trigger the boomfly early. Okay, I guess we die here and see if the shade helps us at all, but I don't think it does. Oh, I managed to not die. Task failed successfully. Die, I guess. Kaboom. Let's try that one more time. This is kind of just me doing some experimentation. Of course I should probably experiment with the checks that are actually in logic, but I just know they are a bit walk intensive. That's how I want to try to do something else. If I had dream gates, that would be less of a consideration, for sure. Oh, speed double damage. Get out of the way. No, don't go this way. Stupid. Oh yeah, you're blocked, huh? Stupid shade! I didn't even see that swing. Okay, so that's how you can get through the barrier, by killing me. Wait, is there like a way to force the shade to respawn while I'm still alive? Then I could get it past that barrier. It's a big brain thinking right now. Big brain thinking. Come here. Never did understand why these basic guys do 2 points of damage with everything. But oh well. Try dying here. I think the shade is still trapped. Somehow they just don't like you having the shade in that one location. I wonder if it's some technical reason or if they just really figured out, hey, wait, what if they use the shade to skip here? Can't allow that. That would allow the people to break this game, and this game can't be broken in any way after all. That is true. Cannot let the players have fun. But it doesn't spawn here. That's nice. Come here. Come with me. It spawns here now. I'm gonna guess it's still blocked. Yes, it's still barred from entry. But maybe it can fireball me? But I'm not sure it can fireball me through the wall is the problem. We'll find out. That didn't really help. I'm getting this close. I thought I could... I remember there was a way to trigger the boomfly, but I don't remember what it was exactly. Okay. Clearly dying here doesn't really help. The shade just goes to the side. Then in that case, this is also impossible. Huh. Unlucky. All of this stuff is definitely impossible, I think. Yes, I think the shade doesn't... Yeah, the shade definitely doesn't spawn anything anywhere useful there. This is possible, but bad. This is possible. This is definitely possible. Okay, let's go do that one. Let's go do that one. That check is definitely possible. Don't even need shade or anything for this. Just need a little bit of cooperativeness from the crystal flies, whatever their names are. Stupid crystal fly things. There you go. Perfect. Easy. That's my favorite little trick. Well, in this area anyway. Just gotta get through these guys ideally without taking hits. That shows you kind of how weird and wonky the hitbox of Great Slash is, by the way. It's a really weird hitbox. I'm very happy it worked out that well. Took me a lot of tries to set up previously. But thanks, yeah. I mean, I'm steadily learning some of these tricks. Like, I have multiple hundreds of hours in this game and I'm still learning new tricks. Or learning better to do tricks that I couldn't do before. For example, this thing I still don't want to do. I think some really good people might be able to do most of it. Although it's pointless because without right claw you can't finish it. But this thing I wouldn't even do even if I had right claw, frankly. This is too cruel. It's a bit too harsh for me. But that's irrelevant because the reason we're here is just for that one check over here. Down here, and then try not to fail and flub and fall. Okay, it's just over here. This guy. This one geo rock here. And don't die to this thingamabob, I guess. Mine. Some hunter's notes. But at least we got to do a cool little trick to get one out of logic check, so I'm pretty happy with it. The rest of Crystal Peaks is definitely out of logic though. I can't get up here without left claw, so that's just impossible. Or without some way to enter into here, which is also kind of hard. Even if I had the gear, which I don't. Okay. So back to other things that might or might not be in logic. This is completely impossible without claw. This is impossible. This is impossible. This needs Dream Nail, which I don't have. Can't access waterways. Coral hasn't spawned. Geo Rock Mantis Village above lever. So this is the whole Mantis Village shtick. If I set up Mantis Village with like a really cursed Mantis Youth skip, I can get around Mantis Village. I've seen someone do it. So you really have to bait like one of the Mantis Youth all the way up here to this little, like the little puzzle you need to do to unlock Mantis Lords. That gets you both the Georock and more importantly the lever, which means all of this stuff gets into logic. So it actually opens up a whole bunch. It's just, you know, it's more cursed than The Exorcist 2, so not too excited about that. But okay, good to know that it's a possibility. In theory anyway. This is impossible. This is impossible. This is technically possible, but I don't think it's human doable. There's a... Well, I have right dash, so I guess it is almost human doable. But it is very close to not being human doable to do this acid skip without anything. I think the requirements are crazy. So we'll put that down as impossible. This is impossible without any left mobility of climbing. Obviously I can't do Hollow Knight. These Georocks are in theory doable, but we really have to put it down to in theory. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do it, so I'm just gonna walk over there and look at them so we stop hearing this chip in the background. But I don't think I've ever seen anyone ride the Gruzzer flies that high. It also would require an absolutely insane amount of Gruzzer fly RNG, which I wouldn't be comfortable with doing. Die. So breaking this rock is even, you know, it's already the... Actually not that easy, because I gotta get pretty high up to just break it in the first place. In fact, that has been a check that I had to get on the breakable wall rando, like just breaking it as a check already. And I'm actually not so sure how I'm gonna do this. Okay, like that, probably. But then again... What? That wasn't high enough? Or I guess it doesn't get blocked by the wall, probably. Rude. That was stupid of me, but looked kind of cool somehow. Okay, chain reaction. Not really what I needed though. Fortunately, these guys kind of respawn. Well, swing it. Why are you stuck there? I also could die here and see if my shade helps me in any way. I don't think so though. I reckon it's just way too high. You need to get quite high to even hit the wall, huh? There's no cheap Grey Slash? I don't think so. No. The fact that I don't have up slash is what makes this difficult. With up slash you could do this much more easily. Well, 2 more hits. No. I think the Grezerfly might just die before we get that far anyway. So even just breaking the wall is kind of impossible. And as you see, the Grezerflies don't like to move into this area, so they're very unlikely to help me go up there. We can put this down as a, let's say it exists, but I don't think I'll do it. Check. Tempting. But I think it's still a no. This whole thing is cursed and no way you can do it with a left dash anyway, even if you're crazy. So that's a no. This is impossible. Mossy would have been such an easy check, but unfortunately there's a door here blocking Mossy, so we just can't go Mossy. It just can't be done. This seal can be done without items. It might also be doable with a Shade Fireball skip. And it's very much a might, though. I think it requires a very, very precise setup. I'm going to neglect it too, I guess. Basically just making like a difficulty ranking of the things that are left, and most of them are very bad. That's true. Yunis, unfortunately, we've been here, but that doesn't let us see ghosts, so we can't do anything. Same here, can't do this. None of this can be done with a Dream Nail, so that's just out. The Grim stuff can't be done, because I don't have Grim Child, so that's out of logic. And out of possibility. All the Zode stuff is impossible, Ghost stuff is impossible. I think we're reaching a logical end. Let's have a little peek into Queen's Gardens. Oh yeah, and check their Pokédex too to see if there's any enemy types I could think of a way to kill. Retainers, no. Shard mites. We were briefly up here. Unfortunately, shard mites don't spawn in any of the accessible rooms in here. They do spawn in Crystallized Mound. So if we could get into Crystallized Mound, I couldn't kill it without with wraiths. I could kill one, but I don't have that, so I couldn't even kill one. Okay, give up on that. Worm requires waterways, don't have. Infected balloon impossible. King's Mold impossible. Sibling impossible. Great Hopper. I can't reach any Great Hopper rooms, right? They do spawn in this room, but only in the segment I don't have access to. Though the Cursed Pogo there could be a possibility. Little Weaver, no. Loodle. Loodle. Is there any way to reach a Loodle? Maybe there's a way to reach a Loodle. Since I'm right here now. I'll think carefully about this one. Okay, wait, this will... These guys are so stupid and fuzzy. They don't like being cooperative for Pogos at all, unfortunately. Okay, I mean, I'm here. And now... And now what? Yeah. Gonna be a problem? I don't reckon I can get up here without any movement items. Like, getting up here is not hard, but getting up here... I guess... These things just don't like to follow you enough for this. Can I die? Does a shade help here? Let's try it. One time die. See it if that helps. Probably just spawns the shade out of reach. I should probably just stop faffing about and go do the checks that are actually in logic, but I'm kind of enjoying myself. Going on a little journey of discovery now. Oh. This sounds promising, frankly. Oh, that's not far enough. That should do it, though. Well, this is fine and all, but... Okay, Shade's dead even. I mean, what could I even do, right? If I get a max range... No, I think it's doable. It's roughly doable, but I mean, from there, what would I even do? I would go higher up. I can't do Traitor's Grave, that doesn't help me. Just thinking. I mean, it's good, right? If I can get there, I would have ground block access. I'd have a lot of access, actually. Come on. There you go. Good. I think it's basically not so... Wait, the stupid moss fly was actually coming here. Okay, wait, I should have pogoed the shade. Maybe this can be done. But I don't know about the next step. Don't know about the next step. Okay, this is an interesting one. I wish I could say confidently that the next step is doable, but I'm not so sure it is. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was hoping to actually do something useful with that fireball. Mistimed it. Shade skips are hard, and this is also one of the things that I think I really want to practice doing more of. Like, advanced shade skips are very, very helpful. There's a lot of stuff you can do with them that really give you new progress in even some very cursed scenarios. Oh, super shade. Oh wait, it's coming, it's coming. But it's not giving me enough height. Die again. Nice to hear. Nice to hear that. I mean, you know, I try. Especially these long cursed randos. I kind of know that they go long, and I don't try particularly to rush them because I don't see much reason for it. Like, if I want to play for speed, I can do that. Like, I've been also enjoying a bit like these shorter, like 3-hour randomizers where I have more, let's say, closer to competitive like settings. Those are also very enjoyable in their own way. Just to be clear, like going for speed and trying to optimize your movement and being fast can be fun, but I don't think it's the only thing I want to do. Like, I would like to have a little bit of... Oh, that was kind of good. Okay. I like to have a little bit of both in my life, you know? A little bit of speed and a little bit of chill. And I mean, I've been trying to balance it too. Like for these cursed randos, sometimes they take a long time because they just faff about too much. This isn't, like, not this type, but just like, you know, walking through green path and just getting distracted. And sometimes that's fine, but also, you know, learning a little bit of speed, a little bit of chill, just mixing that the right way. Finding the way that works for you and is enjoyable. I think that's nice. So yeah, but right now, kind of just chilling and enjoying. I agree. That's kind of just what I want to do. And I guess it depends on the mood too. Every day has its own mood after all. Oh. Oh. No, if I hadn't hit the shade with the first pogo, maybe I could have gotten enough. But I think it's really still very high up. I'm willing to keep exploring this path, but I am also thinking for now I should table it and see what else is available. And then maybe come back to this. Because I feel like now I have kind of seen... Oh, wait. Hey, wait, isn't this an option? This is an option, right? These guys are an option. That could be much easier. Let's go here. Should probably have killed my shade, oh well. Oh. So, just requires me to get over here. And yeah, okay, wait, this is new. I haven't killed these guys. I don't know why they are marked as out of logic. Pokédex randomizer, here we go. 1 geo for that guy, unfortunate. Oh. And Royal Retainer's notes for that guy. One serious issue with fighting right now is my soul generation is so ridiculously low. Ow. But even though my spells are really powerful, the combat randomizer is taking away a lot of my soul gain per hit. So I forget what we're at right now. Does it say? It might not say, which is kind of unfortunate. I wish it did. I deal 4 damage per hit, and it doesn't say how many soul again per hit. So I kind of lost count, but I think it's not much. I think it's I think it's 3 or 4 soul per hit by now. And the base soul gain per hit in the base game is 11. So gaining 3 or 4 soul per hit is well, it's a lot less, let's just say. Which you know, you definitely feel. Oh, it's one of those times where the shade spawns outside the arena. That's unfortunate. Oh wait. Oh. This arena is quite hard, especially when you can't heal. Oh. Oh. And when you miss your spells, even worse. Let's try that again. This guy likes to be out of range. I just need to kill that guy. I don't really need to beat the arena. I don't think beating the arena would gain me anything. Well, sort of untrue. If I beat the arena, I get access to this bench, and from this bench I actually have deep nest access. We did a very, very cursed... Yes, it's that one. The spike damage tank into deep nest. That is really quite cursed though. But they could do that again. That whole path was actually a solution last time. So it's not that it can't be done. I just don't know if I would recommend it. Still doesn't have shader. Ah, missed. Nice. Thank God. Goodness. What? Okay. He walked on me. That's very rude. No. We have a little bit of a problem here. Called having 1 HP. And dealing no damage. Lol. Oops. I'm dead. Nice. I should have dived the first guy. I think not diving the first guy is a big mistake, because kind of gotta take him out there so he doesn't get you stuck. Okay, just go back in again. No worries about this. If we beat the arena in its entirety, it would be great, but it would be enough to kill the flying guy for the Pokédex entry. I do think so. Actually, beating the arena is a pretty tall hurdle. What? That hit me? It's way too much range. Just do this, I guess. Die. Just take this thing out, I guess, so I can handle the flyer alone. And there's not really any threats. Come here. Sure, we should up slash right now. Pogoing these guys isn't that helpful because these actually projectile upwards if they like. But they can't do much to me either as long as I don't put myself in danger. 1 geo. Well, okay. Goodness. Oh, nice. That's kind of smooth moves for me. The dash into the wall to stall, and then the great slash to also stall. And then the pogo. Very nice. Well, still alive. Okay. Just you, just away with just you, yes, I recall this one. Just take it slow and don't take a hit. Banana bread. No, almost tricked myself into taking a hit there. Take it slow. Careful. There we go. And fireballs. Okay. Oh, you survived somehow. Wait. Ooh. Okay, this is kind of bad actually. Put myself in a bad spots by taking that hit. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Careful. Okay, dead. Good. Save the fireball. That's it. Ooh, we did the arena. Wow. I did not expect to be able to do it actually. That's the most undergeared I've ever done that arena. I had to die to the spikes here, I guess. Hilarious. That's fine though. Can just go back in. The arena stays defeated, fortunately. Can get through over there with a fireball, skip or whatever. No big deal. Or even I can use my shade, maybe. Depending on where it spawns exactly. Banana bread. Why do I put that on my head? Oh, you respawn. Why do I put... Oh, you're even here. That's awfully convenient, isn't it? Nice. Okay, and now we're in this room, which is not entirely useless actually, thinking about it. I can probably get through this, but then I think I can't really do much in the room after that, because that requires a little bit of acrobatics. But we do have this bench now. Let's just pay for it. Sit on it and debate the beauty of the damage tank into darkness. Now, this one's a bit of a favorite of mine. Could give it a few shots. In fact, it's not too bad. I did it last seed. But then again, for that seed I had like 7 masks thanks to blue mask charms. And I don't have that now. So this is a bit of a tricky one. So basically what this requires is a almost perfect damage tank into Deep Nest. And I don't even have the Dream Gate this time. So it is pretty easy to die. Because I'm gonna inherently need to take 1 or even 2 points of damage, even if I do get in. Then I have to drop very carefully, not spike myself, get those 2 Georocks, and then think about what I can get in Deep Nest. So Mask Maker is 1 check. This Soul Totem is really far down, and there's a lot of bad stuff on the way there. But there's a few enemy types that I maybe could kill, so get a few Pokédex entries. So this is all possible. Not necessarily the best thing to be doing, but it's definitely in the maybe possible category. Pushing these husks down there. Waiting a little bit. I waited too long. And that didn't work out. And we have to reset. So this, as you see, is sort of bad, just on account of how little life I have. When you need the damage tank, then having low life is a problem. But getting here at least opens this up as a possibility for progress. So I'm very happy to just see that some more paths are opening up for us. Let's just try this a few more times and then think about whichever other things we can do. So I'm pretty sure that southeastern Queen's Gardens is out of the question. Oh, that hit me? Really? You didn't fall down, did you? You silly goose. Okay, well, that's over. Yeah, southeastern Queen's Garden is just not reachable without mobility, I think. I love this stereophone, gramophone sound effect from this bench. It's so good. It's the VIP bench. This one and the tram bench are the comfiest benches. Down. Walk a little bit. Let's do soon this time. No. Okay, I should have dashed there. Dying here won't help, because the shade doesn't spawn in a useful location, unfortunately. If it did, it would be really, really helpful. I'll give this one more shot, and then go somewhere else. But I'll keep this open as one of my maybes. I'm kind of happy that this one worked out. Like, we actually got 3 new checks. That, unfortunately, all were kind of rubbish, but we got them. And those were all out of logic, so I'm kind of happy with myself. Get pushing. Push. Oh, really? That was a huge delay. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna get past there. No. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna go down because the shade is not in a useful location. I wish it were. Fine. Then what? We can't get up here, so we can't get to the Marmo area. That's a shame. That would be some good stuff. This climb is impossible, I believe. The climb to Overgrown Mound, equally impossible. Can't get to Mr. Mushroom. That means we don't have access to Queen's Gardens at all. I mean, this northeastern Queen's Gardens, just out of the question. Can't get the moss, so that was out of the question. This one is impossible. Shio is impossible. Can't go to Palace or to Godhome. I think we're kind of reaching no more ideas except do what you gotta do. Yeah, we already did everything we could in Soul Sanctum, which is more than we should be able to do. Like, these checks were extremely out of logic, and getting them was definitely a bit of game breaking. Yeah, I think that's much it. The only thing I didn't finish was the list of enemies. But I think Crystal Crawlers are completely inaccessible. Crystal Garden, Stalking Devout, Mistake. Hive Garden, obviously impossible. Deeplings, Crystallized Husk is too far up. Dirt Carvers, and the Durandoo. Wait. I can kill a Durandoo? I can definitely kill a Durandoo. Let's go kill a Durandoo. I wonder why that isn't in logic. Okay, let's go kill a Durandoo. Hello, Durandoo. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to revoke your life license. The DRM activated. I'm sorry. That's what happens when you don't buy your life legally. The key gets invalidated. Weaver Song for 1. Okay. That is something. It's not a very good something, but it is something. Another out of logic win. Flukefane, Flukemon. No, we don't have waterways. Hive, Pill Flip, and Wing Mold, all in areas we can't access. Okay, so I think that more or less establishes what we can do. The damage tank into Queen's Garden, into Deep Nest, very difficult but doable. The Mantis Youth skip into Mantis Lords, ridiculously difficult but will give a ton of checks. The long skip into Crystallized Mound, I find it very hard. I think some people find it very easy though, so I might want to learn it. And the damage tank into Ancient Base and Pelor. Very long walk to get there for every reset. I'll just give it one try right now, because I think it has such a high chance of being progress. But I also think that... Also, I haven't really tried dying there, but I'm pretty sure I recall that the shades just spawns in a bad location. I will try it though. Yeah, we have to go there twice then. Oh well, on a little walk. But yeah, on the topic of things going badly and things taking a long time, some of my cursed boss runs have literally been like 6 hours of just like doing cursed radiance or cursed collector even, just over and over and over again, and I really enjoy that sometimes. Like, sometimes just like being forced to do a really cursed challenge for a long time is actually really satisfying. What I don't really enjoy is walking time, which is why like this skip into the Pelor Basin. If I had Dreamgate, for example, I'd be super keen on just doing it over and over again. No problem. Ow. Rude. Okay, this is bad. I guess I just have to die then, huh? Well, fine. Let's just go then die. Yeah, I'd be super keen on doing it over and over again if I had Dreamgate, because then there wouldn't be so much walking time. But walking time isn't that exciting exactly. So that is something that I wouldn't say it makes me impatient exactly, just makes me like think I would rather do something that doesn't involve so much walking. Okay, I'm gonna have to die here. That would probably have been a good damage tank if I had more masks, but I don't. Maybe I shouldn't have died so high up. I guess that makes it more likely that the shade spawns high up. We'll try it anyway though. Give it a shot. Then again, Hollow Nest isn't that big. Like, even if something is in a different area, it's not actually that far away. So, you know, you just walk there. It doesn't take that long. Da, 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 Free music. Download my song now on iTunes and Spotify. And then an inventory drop. Nice. Okay, try not to take any hits this time. Would be ideal. But sometimes this whole American sniper just gets you. No, 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 please don't. For your own sake. Goodness gracious, what have I done to the world? I feel guilty. Always bait this guy to do melee attacks so you don't have to deal with jumping over his weird bubbly stuff. Where on earth is the shade even? In Narnia. The shade is in Narnia. It's not down here, right? No. I wonder what happens if I die down here. Kinda wish I had easier access to this area so I could experiment more with shade spawn locations. Well, that was close. No, that's too early. Sad. No. Okay, let's try dying a little bit further down, I guess. Like over here? Yeah, come over here. Or just spit, I guess. That's fine too. Let's see if this location... This is my last go here though. If this doesn't leave a good shade location and I don't get a good damage tank, I'll probably go to peaks and try that one again. I didn't give it a lot of tries yesterday. I just established that, oh yes, I am pretty bad at this long skip thing. But it's a relatively basic skip, so it's definitely one I've seen people do before. So it shouldn't be too bad. On the other hand, it might be assuming that I'll be able to use Spell Twister. And that's another one of the situations where, but I have 0 charm notches. Game, please. So many of these paths are left oriented. I just wish I had like left dash too. Actually, I know where left dash is. Left dash is at the nailsmith. This doesn't help me that much because unfortunately I don't have the paid ore to pay him. But at least I know where it is. Once I get Paylor, I can just go straight there. With left dash, my life would be better. Okay, good. Didn't throw. No! I threw. This is really bad. Okay, well, taking one hit there is suboptimal, to say the least. So now this thing is gonna... I hate. Disgusting thing. Well, okay. At least I can experiment with shade spawn locations again. You're here. Actually, this is kind of suboptimal. I need my shade to follow me, and this guy not to follow me. Shade, follow. How far do you go? No, only until there, huh? That is not a great thing. If I die here, I probably die. It's just probably spawns over there still, right? I doubt it'll spawn anywhere useful. I'm gonna contradict myself and go back there again. Why not? I contradict myself all the time. Dun, dun. One moment. Check something. Oh, wait. Silly me. Let's try that again. Okay. Yeah, I think this is roughly a good cycle now. We're gonna go down there one more time, see if we can get some progress on the damage tank RNG. If it doesn't work out, we'll check out Crystal Peaks. Try that for a bit. If that doesn't work out, maybe go back to the deepness stuff. This is also one way to avoid burning yourself out. Like, I find for bosses, I have a really high resilience to doing them over and over and over again for hours. Like, if it's a fun boss, I really don't mind doing them for, yeah, just any number of times in a row, really. Oh, that was stupid. Okay, I should not have done that. Oopsie daisy. But when it comes to these tricks, especially those that have long setup, I feel it always feels like I spend a lot of time not playing the game. I mean, clearly I'm playing the game right now, but I don't want to have too much downtime on, you know, enjoying. Okay, this is another bad thing about long walks. And take damage on the way there. So this is also one way to avoid burning yourself out on these tricks. By going to do different ones. Like, try this for a while, try that for a while. Silly shade. I'm gonna just try dying over here, I guess, but I don't think it'll do anything useful. Donk. Just have a look at the map, I guess, to see where it spawned. It probably... Well, according to the location, it's exactly where I need it to be, but I don't believe it. I should probably go confirm that though. If it magically spawns exactly where I needed it to be, that would be quite a discovery actually. But I think it just spawns at the entrance again. That's my suspicion. And again, anytime I walk through city tears, I am immediately soothed. Oops. Huh. I went a bit early there and Mendoza kind of triggered. Silly Mendoza. That's fine, I'll just take the lower exit. You know, my father always told me that I could have a great career in the opera as a security guard. So, you know, I was encouraged as a young child to pursue my dreams, let's say. Well, not all dreams come to fruition, however. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ooh. Okay. We actually got through relatively unmauled this time. Good stuff. Maybe we can even try the damage tank. No, of course you spawn here. It's kind of bad. I don't want to deal with projectiles, especially when it's under the roof. There. Okay, let's try that then. One more time then. That didn't get quite high enough. Not that either. That should be it then. I don't think I can get up here. Oh, yeah, dying here didn't really help, but I guess it doesn't really hurt either. Well, no, it does hurt. I need to reset my shade now. The shade definitely won't spawn in a useful location, unfortunately, so I have nothing better to do than to reset my shade. And go to peaks probably. It's these 3/3.5 places are all just still options, but I need to choose which one I want to do. And maybe just rotate between them until I figure something out on one of them. I don't think there's that much I can figure out in the basin though, it's just up to luck. There's a bit of timing involved, but frankly, you kind of just have to set yourself up for it and hope it connects. Well, this one is all skill, which doesn't necessarily make it easier for me. You know, people often like to say that, right? Like, oh, I don't like things that are up to luck, I only want things that are up to skill. I'm like, well, you know, with luck then maybe there's actually a chance of completing it. There's that. Well, both are valid though, just to be clear. Oh no, the viewer bots are here. Someone killed them. Oh well. Now. I came here, I wish I had a plan. I don't really. Just gonna try it, I guess. What? What? Where did my dash didn't go off? Okay, that's unfortunate. I guess we go again. So yeah, this is why this thing is still a fair bit of walking, and then you have half a second to execute, and if you don't, then back to walking. Moments like these are why I sometimes give myself an early dream gate, just so that I cut down the walking. But I also kind of enjoy, I don't know, a little bit I enjoy the punishment. More I enjoy the skips themselves though. That's definitely the case. Like the skips themselves are fun. I kind of want to learn all of them. Just don't like walking so much to them. But you can spend the time to learn a little bit about, you know, how to quickly move. Okay, wait, let me try this. How far out on the ledge can I walk? Okay, my cape is kind of scratching the top of that stone. Can I go a pixel further? Nope. Well, I'm down here now. This doesn't help at all, I'm afraid. Okay, so cape scraping the top of the stone seems roughly about as far as we can go on that one. Nice, okay. If you go as far as to respond to them, then I guess I will have to help you out and give the bot a ban. I've been pretty lax about such things because, I mean, not that much point in banning bots, frankly. They respawn infinitely after all. But this bot has aggravated my viewers and I can't stand for that. It is gone. Gone forever. Okay. Good thing I didn't ban the wrong person. If I had left the bot alive and I banned Garden Salve, that would be hilarious. Whoops. That would be something. That would be the misclick of the century. Banned for responding to bots. No, I swear. It won't happen. If you have dash, this room is... that would be kind of funny, yes. It would be really funny, but I would feel terrible about it, so... Oh, okay, I can get this far out. That's kind of nice. Okay, that should be optimal. YOLO! No, I have to turn, right? I really have to turn. If I don't turn, I won't get enough momentum. That's the tricky part. Like, I've done this before with Wraiths, but I think that was with Spell Twister and Wraiths, which means I get 4 floats. Now, technically, it's probably easier with Fireball, but the problem is you gotta turn. No, see? This is the problem. I need to practice this. Okay, I'm just gonna practice this in a safe location, like here, I guess. How to do Fireball turn, Fireball turn, Fireball turn. Okay, not too bad. Let's just practice this a few times. This is a very important speedrun trick. They use it all the time for like fast green path and stuff. No, wrong. I will not give up until I've done 3 times in a row 3 correct fireballs. Okay, probably need a little bit more space so I have more space to move, but I guess it doesn't matter. The execution is probably good enough already. That was 1 success. Let's do that again. I'm moving a little bit too much back when I have to hit that controller a little bit faster. Maybe I need to keep this going for a little bit longer to practice it. Okay, yeah, I think that's about doable. One more. And now the problem is executing this after a long walk is definitely gonna put some extra strain on my mental. But okay, I think the basic mechanic is down. Now to go and flub it multiple times in a row. I think even if I do this though, it's really far. Without Spell Twister, it's definitely really quite far. And I do have to combine it with the Great Slash, which I maybe should have practiced too. Need to be 1 pixel further out. Oh. There. Okay, there goes nothing. What? Again. Okay. Sometimes I let go of Great Slash too soon. I could also use Spinny. Is Spinny gonna be better or worse? Like, if you let go of Great Slash while you're still in the aftercast of the dash, Great Slash doesn't go off. I could maybe do Great Slash first and then spam dash. Maybe that is a better choice. I could try that. I'm actually not sure of how the physics of that would work. Spin is good, but it does drop you a fair bit while it's happening. Maybe I need to compare those. This is a type of skip I'm relatively unfamiliar with, so there's a lot of optimization on this one I haven't done yet. No, I'm way too far down. This will require a lot of practice, won't it? How about the fireballs first? How about the fireballs first? Question mark? So yeah, this is a stream where no progress has been had for the last hour and a half. Which, I mean, at least I compensated for the fact that I got a lot of progress done in the last stream. But, you know, the fact that I can just sit back and chill and play the game is kind of reward enough in itself. Plus, I do think I got some progress. I have actually gotten a number of checks, quite surprisingly. It just wasn't the checks that the game wanted me to get. That doesn't get us nearly far enough. I need to practice this more, apparently. How far can I actually go? Is there any flat area near a bench? How about Dirtmouth? Dirtmouth, huh? Does that have the... Yeah, if it doesn't have the slowdown, I'm fine. Okay, let's set the Dirtmouth distance record. Okay, so if I just jump normally, how far do I go? Start in the middle of this sign. I can definitely get to the... I can get a little bit further than the end of the stag station. About that far. Now if I do this in Apex, it's not much further, frankly. It's a little bit further, but it's not very much. This is a lot further. Okay, that is really a lot further. I kind of underestimated the difference in those two. The problem is that I fall pretty far down while doing it. Yes, like, okay, so maybe something like this needs to be what happens then. I can't first spell and then spinny. Yeah. That's tricky. That is tricky. Of course I can't. I should know better than that. So Crystal Mound is on the same height as me, which is a big problem. And if I don't do the full spinny, I fall really fast. Yeah, you have to do the full spinny or gravity kind of catches up to you. But if you do the full spinny, you drop almost back to your starting height, which basically means I can't get there anymore. Delicious cashew nuts. I'm a huge fan of cashew nuts. They just really work as like energy food. If you just need something to keep your brain fueled during the day. That's basically what I need. I need something every single day to munch on, or my brain goes low. It's just no good. Hey, I fall way too far. If I do a spinny, I'm already too far down. If I do a dash into a spinny, is that already enough? I don't think that'll clear the gap. Maybe, just maybe, but I don't think so. And then there really is a problem with sequencing, because I can't cast the spells before the spinny. The spin is definitely the thing that would give me the most distance. It just doesn't, you know, help if I'm already too low to reach the platform. Oh no, again. Wait, but that looked kind of promising. We will give it one more try for that, I think. Maybe the gap is shorter than I expected it to be. Maybe it was that simple the whole time, just dash into spinny. In which case I have definitely been making a bit of a fool of myself. Not the first time. I've been a fool to myself. Go here. Yeah, I will. Today I intend to stream for a good while, so, you know, just catch the bunnies. I'm not sure if those are literal bunnies or just something bunny-like, but go get those bunnies, and I'll be here. Don't worry. And, well, even if you do happen to play with the bunnies, question mark, for a long time, I always have my VODs on YouTube, so can catch those too. But yeah, see you. Have fun. Oh, no, fell. Alright, let's try that. My YouTube channel is kind of underpopulated now, though. I mean, it's got a bunch of live streams, which is great, but the actual videos are pretty bare bones, to say the least. I kind of want to do something about that. Spoiler, I might be doing something about that in the near future, but currently the YouTube channel is almost exclusively for just archiving live streams, which it does so much better than Twitch, because Twitch keeps like a few days of streams. YouTube keeps forever. It just keeps forever, which there's no real comparison there. Oh, that's so close! Okay, I'm gonna have to look and see if someone has done this. So I will check this. I'm gonna Google for, or YouTube for, Crystal Mound Cyclone. Crystal Mound skip. Fireball skip plus dash. Okay, here someone did it. Oh, it's that simple? Wait, is it really that simple? Oh, what? They just jump, fireball, 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 and dash. That's it? Is it really? Okay. Apparently it is really just jump, fireball, fireball, jump, fireball, 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 dash. In that order. You're gonna lose almost all of your height first, but... well, the thing about that is that I don't actually have a charm notch. And Now, I have been allowing myself to equip charms when it's logically required. Like when the rando is expecting me to equip a charm in order to proceed, like to talk to Mr. Mushroom or to sell to Divine. But equipping something like Long Nail to do an out of logic check when, you know, I don't have the charm notches to equip it feels slightly morally wrong. I'm not sure if that's a good stance, since I have been willing to modify my charm notch count before, but it just didn't quite click with me, so I skipped that one for now. Besides, I want to learn this one, I think. No, I mean, I have literally 0. You cannot overcharm with 0 notches. You can only equip 0 cost charms. There's overcharming only works if you have at least 1 notch left. So, can't. It's a good idea, but unfortunately cannot be executed. Speaking of executing, let's do this. Okay, I'm sure this is easier than it looks, right? Surely. Oop. That was close-ish. If I'd turned around correctly, I think I could have done it. Okay, just gotta get the turn right. I did it decent in practice, but now I gotta do it for reals. Maybe I can even do a Great Slash first. I don't see a reason why I wouldn't benefit from doing a Great Slash. Agree. That might even make it easier. Oops. But yeah, I'm not so sure about this stance, because I mean, sort of the purpose of the 0 charm is like to restrict myself from having access to combat and exploration charms. So that I will be more dependent on random charm cost and the random charm notch pickups. But it's also kind of just fun to torment myself a bit, I guess. There's also that. Oh, that was close. Okay, that was really close. I think I need to space out the spells just a little bit more and I'll have it. Okay, this is doable. The problem is I won't have any soul left to actually get into Crystallized Mound, but I don't think that matters, because there's nothing I can do there. The only check I could get inside Crystallized Mound would be the Crystal Mites, like the Shard Mites enemy. So getting killed on the Shard Mite would be a check, but you can't actually kill the Shard Mite without something like Wraiths, because it is above you, and if you don't have mobility, you can't reach the Shard Mite location. So it doesn't really matter that I can't enter Crystallized Mound. I need to be quite on the edge of this. Okay, good. That's close. That's close. It's gonna work. It's gonna work one of these days. Just keep it up. I think there's a little bit too much pause this time. But, and maybe a little bit too much left drift. Like I have to flick the controller more quickly. I think I'm already making it easier for myself with Great Slash, so it should just work, I guess. It's a fun little skip to learn though, and it has some utility, because if all you really need is Fireball, then you can get this fairly early. There. Should I try without Great Slash? Maybe. Oh, that's the wrong way. That's unfortunate, and I got quite far anyway. Maybe indeed without Great Slash? I don't know why that would be better, but if I hadn't missed the turn, I think maybe it would have been enough. Okay, let's keep going. And then pray to the 50-50 that this is the check you need and not the Ancient Basin Paylor one. Because it is really 50-50 right now, that Either this or the Pale Basin have to be progress, but I don't know which one. I just hope they're not both progress and like both necessary to continue. That would be the worst. That would be the worst. Okay, we're about as far as we can go. And just do it. That was not so good. I think I needed to wait a little bit more, move a little bit more after the third spell and the second one too, so I missed a little bit of the distance there. I should maybe go to Dirtmouth and practice this. If I fail one more time, I'll go to Dirtmouth and practice. See how far I can consistently get like this. I just need flat terrain for this because in the end it's just a flat jump. If only I could suss out just how far it is to have something to compare to. Then I could also test if Great Slash gives you more or less distance. I should think it gives you more, but I seem to get further without it. It is weird. We'll try one more time with it, I guess. Oh, that was so close! I was just a little bit too low. I had enough horizontal there. I just needed to dash a little bit earlier. Okay, so I fell a little bit too much with the Great Slash there, but it was otherwise good. Maybe I just needed to do 2 fireballs in a row at the end, rather than drop. Maybe that's the right play. Yeah, maybe that's so. I could just try that. Okay, it's kind of working. Hype. Boy. Oh. I wonder why it's up to luck, like where this guy's patrolling. Because I think I do this room at roughly the same speed each time. Great location. No, that was not enough movement. One more time, and then I'll go to Dirtmouth and practice. I need to drift more between the spells, definitely. Like, not fall, but drift. That's the secret to this trick. The extra drift time you get between the spell casts. Oh. And also not missing the platforms. Also a trick. Okay, let's do this. Maybe. Oh no, or just fall. That's the problem if I try to set it up on the outer pixel. Sometimes you just fall. Oh. Go again. Careful. And here. Deep conversation right there. This isn't quite the outermost pixel, but I'm kind of worried I'll fall if I go further. Oh well. Oh, the wrong direction for the last one. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna go to Dirtmouth and check some jump distances. How far can I get with different strats? Let's try the obvious one, which is just 3 quick fireballs. I could have gone a little bit further, I think. Yeah, I got to the barrel, that's not bad. But if I space them out, how far do I get? Well, yeah, course, but no, I wasn't moving, so that doesn't count. Nope. Well, I can also check if... I guess the turning does matter. It does push me quite far back. Then I don't get much further than the stag station if I don't turn. But if I do turn... I can get past the barrel, which is quite good. And now if I also weave in one great slash... Oh, I get pretty darn far. Okay, so great slash does seem to help. That does not hurt, yes. Let's see how far we can get with that strat. Missed it a bit. Gotta practice that execution, see how far we can get. No. But flick for the turn is surprisingly difficult. Yeah, we get to the... Is that a grub jar? Question mark? Grub? Grub? Grub in Dirtmouth? Question mark. A little bit less distance there. But execute it more smoothly, I think. It's a bit jumpy. That didn't go very far. There's a lot of variety in how far I go depending on how well I execute it. That speaks for itself, I suppose. Yeah, I see myself drifting a lot left. My flicks are not fast enough. I really gotta flick really fast to go far. That kind of just works already, doesn't it? That's about as far as I could get. That's not so far, I see. Drift between spells is important. Wait, full bar, please. If only I had a charm notch, I could get a spell twister and have one more cast. Oh, he thinks, oh. And then he's sad. Probably thinks about all the adventure I'm having. That's making me quite crazy. I wonder if Elderbug is actually the person playing the violin. It's like a recording of Elderbug violin playing. This is decent. Not so sure I can do it consistently, but I want to go back there and put it into practice. Give it a few more shots. Then maybe think about doing one more Ancient Basin, and then maybe the Deep Nests again? One of them has to work out eventually, says the optimist. Deep Nest is somehow the most likely to work, and yet at the same time the worst one. Because it's almost guaranteed to leave me at one mask with no way to save my progress, and the checks there are really unlikely to be good. I do get quite a lot from having access to Deep Nest, so it is really strong, but it may still not be a good idea, particularly. No, I moved back too much. Too much back. I see I really need a lot of... Oh, is it... It's not really up to luck, huh? My best try so far has been without Great Slash, but I did convince myself that I get further with it than without it. I think so. If only I had wings, this would be so easy, because I could dash off the ledge and then dash again. Would be the easiest. But then again, a lot of stuff would be open if I had wings. Not just this thing. That's the wrong way. Okay, I give up. Try again. Didn't flick. Dun, bum, bum. No. Not that it matters. Don't really need life. Okay, let's go. Do this. No, I'm too low. Now I'm getting less far. I'm gonna try without Great Slash again. I don't know why it seems inconsistent like that, but maybe the problem is that I dropped too much with the Great Slash. Strange. If only I had the charm notch, I could do so much more. But that is why I nerf myself to make things a chore. Oh. Wait, yeah, just nerds to the Great Slash. Oh yes, baby! Yeah, I didn't think I'd make it. Baby Hollow Knight. Mine now. Hidden Station Stag. That's not that useful though. I mean, let's see, I guess. Can't really do anything here. But okay, it is a form of progress. With luck, the thing I can buy at Hidden Station will be the actual progress. Or it'll be 1 geo for 300 geo, we don't know yet. If I had Woke Dreamnail, I could of course go to White Palace, and that would be lots, but this thing. Waterways key for 300, that is progress. That is huge progress. Okay, we need 300 money fast. And my best idea for how to get 300 money fast is to bully the knights at Great Path. So, another night bullying stream! Woohoo! I don't know if anyone has any better suggestions for how to quickly farm Geo. I'm all open. I mean, could always go to Kingdom's Edge and farm hoppers, but I really don't have any good benches in Kingdom's Edge, so otherwise hoppers are like, you know, the canonical farming source. Oh. It'd be not nice not to die here. Okay. That was unfortunate. I kinda let that thing spawn on me. That's okay though, just go back in. Now I only have 2 spell charges, but that's enough if I hit both of them. Like this. There you go. That's probably the easiest way to do this. Plus 80, which means I got to do this another 4 times. Wait, no. Another 3 times will actually do, won't it? I can't count. I'm sure. Counting is hard, okay? Farming isn't my favorite, but it's still much less time than the time it would take me to walk through Ancient Basin over and over again. Plus, I mean, this is actual progress, so... What is that? Oh, you're alive. Strange. Okay, that's halfway there. Good. Right, cool. I love those little shields. They're trying their best. Wait, 2 more. But they cannot block the darkness. Alright, one last round of farming, and I think we won't have to do any farming for a while. Not until we get the pale ore, at least. Once we get pale ore, we can get left cloak, and that will require a little bit of the monies. But until then, we're good. Over here. Oh. Got him. Okay. Time to go to waterways at long last. Since we have dye, we even can get the waterways bench, so that's kind of nice. Wait, not this one. Hidden station. Okay. Waterways key get. Yes, please. Nothing else to do in Palace Grounds, really. Unless there's a preview here? I do forget. I think I disabled the preview and on purpose too. I don't really want to know. Yeah. Just a corpse in white armor. Okay, look at all of these beautiful waterways check now open. What's the faster way? This bench or this bench? I think it's this bench, actually. I suspect it's this bench. That's also one reason to get it. It's kind of nice and central. Trapped. Help. I could have snuck out of that one, but well, best not to. Yes, please. Waterways key. Here we go. 1,000,000 checks. Oh yes, and there's a key here right away. Oh, cloth and shout. Okay. A bunch of checks, and gotta think about which order I want to do them in. Might as well go for this, the pill flip pogo. Which I just barely missed. Better this time though. This side is easier anyway. Well, Grub is quite useless. And another Grub. Okay, so the pill flip Pokédex entry was also a Grub. Not useful. Not useful. Getting up here would be nice. Kinda need the local population to help us out with that one. Right. Egg, and I'm blue. Can I talk to her to preview her item?
Hello, Red.
No, she doesn't preview. I kind of wish she would preview. That would be sort of nice. Then I don't have to make the trip all the way here with Defender's Crest, which I don't have access to. So, you know, I mean, I have it. Defender's Crest is right here, which sort of tells me that I'm supposed to use it, but as usual, I can't. Now, I can decide to go for the Georock check right away, or to drop down. If I do that, can I still get to the bench? That's a yes, right? I think so. Yeah, I think so. I know. Crystal Crawler, Hunter's Notes. Not helping. Go here. And let's think. I kind of want to get the bench. I also like the west waterways, but I think there's more checks associated with the bench. Yeah, going for bench and then southern waterways is well, it's scarier, frankly. It's way scarier. But there are simply more checks down there. So it is probably worth going there. Unfortunately, I don't really have the option to revisit. Like, if I go western waterways, I don't really have a way to get up again. Oh! Oh, I didn't disable the platforms. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Since they're here, I better use them. Sturdy Fool's Hunter's Notes. Yeah, I guess let's just get the checks here then. Then we can make the loop and then go for the bench. Of course, there's a decent chance we'll just die on the way here, but... Oh, unlucky. There. A grub. Well, okay. Can keep swimming for the mask shard. Oh. Also, chance to fight the Fluke Fae. My favorite enemy. Die. Zod level. Go a little bit lower so I can fireball you, please. There you go. Sneaky, sneaky! Metal Gear Night Lid or something. Sounded better in my head. No blazing kin, I see. Yeah, I also wouldn't want to blaze it. Not under these circumstances. Eep! Does its vision actually depend on which way it's facing? I don't think so. I don't think enemies typically care about facing. I might be wrong. Okay. The Fluke Mon I can get later. So let's just go down to... Darn, I need some soul for the bench. Will you volunteer it? This could be a problem, actually. I might need more than you're willing to volunteer. Ah, no, I have quite enough now, thank you. You are now unnecessary. Quite superfluous. Boom! Benched. Alright, now we are in my favorite part of the game, bar none. Might even have to do Fluke Mon. Shaw! Okay. A1 Shaw is does Shaw actually lead to anything? Let me check. Shaw. Where's the map of Shaws? Shaw number 5 means we can talk to Hornet in the temple. That is not that helpful. How about Hornet statue? I can't get Hornet Fountain. How am I supposed to do Hornet Fountain? Hmm? Hmm. Can you? Okay, down into the fluke nest with no mobility, no dream gates, nothing. The worst. This is literally the worst. Killing that one boomfly, by the way, is a check. So, ow. Darn it! I should use the spell. I was saving my soul, but that was too much greed. Silly Fluke Fae. With that upslash, Fluke Fae can be really, really tricky to deal with. If they approach you from above or left, in my case, I can't really do anything. So, you know. Wait, you are in the wrong place. Oh no. Okay, not optimal. Okay, I got it while it was on my right. That's good. Okay, that fell to Narnia. Not a great place for it to be, frankly. Uh-huh. I see a bugged head there. That happens sometimes. Lower tramp pass. Ooh, that's huge. Okay, that is huge. That is huge progress. And Off Absence, Abundance, Outer Shell. I think I just had to kill you here. Oh, I missed. Cool. You get a little bit of soul of fighting these things. Fighting slash just bullying, I guess. And yeah, if I wanted to continue, I have to fight Rook Mom. Which is not okay. Not okay. I could try to open the shortcuts. Even that is already asking a fair bit, frankly. I think you need to die here. Yeah, I can't really open the shortcuts. It wouldn't have enough hits to take me all the way up here. But at least I got this track, so that's good. I am absolutely not doing Fluke Marm. If I have to do Fluke Marm, then goodbye. But okay, with Tramp Pass, a lot of things do open up, including way easier access to this pale ore, because now I don't need to do that whole thing every time. So this has been progress. It slowed down for a long time, but I think we figured out our way to progress. Good stuff. One more walk down into the basin, and we won't have to do this walk ever again, at least. Thank the Pale King. Getting the tram bench is so comfy. Like, the tram bench is infinitely more useful than the Ancient Basin bench. Ancient Basin bench doesn't even do anything in the base game. Like, at this point, aren't you supposed to have... No, wait. No, you're not supposed to have it at this point. I'm wrong. Yeah, you get the tram pass way later. Assuming you have a halfway sane route, who knows? I don't know what sort of crazy routes people did in their playthroughs. This is a really nice thing about Hollow Knight, actually. Like, even just playing it casually, you aren't really forced to stick to like one exact route. There's a little bit of variation. Because there are places that connect in sometimes unexpected ways. And you might get access to places earlier than you're supposed to. Some of those places might require slightly unintended, or at least seemingly unintended movement tech. Like deep nest related stuff by pogoing of spikes and stuff. But it can be done. Okay, now I think we'll poke into deep nest first, because those tracks are the easiest. They are very mild, the eastern deep nest tracks. They have good chance to be something. Alright. Yeah, mostly these rocks and the Pokédex entry for the... It's not goems, what are they? Garbeets. Get the Georock. Goon. Georock 2. Hive key, okay, well, you want me to go Hive now, do you, game? I don't know if I'm keen on that. We could go grab the Squirrel bench, I suppose. But maybe get the Garbeet Hunter's notes first of all. Crawlid's Hunter. What? No, it's not a Crawlid, it's a Garpeed game. Wrong size. I can kind of see the resemblance now that you put it that way, but they're not the same species. I think game did its Hollow Knight biology class a bit wrong today. Okay. Even though there might not seem to be any more tracks in this area that we could reach, there are actually quite some, because we can get some Pokédex entries. Also, Squirrel is here despite being out of logic for some weird reason. Hi, Squirrel. Thank you, Squirrel. Oh. There is a door here. Thank you, more doors. The power of Mordor. Well, okay. No more checks here, then. I'm sort of tempted to get that Tailor. I'm pretty sure it's useless, but since I now have a much more convenient bench location for it, I guess nothing's stopping me from throwing a few attempts at that damage tank again. I'll feel much more comfortable being able to do it from here. Whee! Don't spit. Rude. Okay, now this thing. Almost. Almost. That was pretty close. I was trying to kind of dash into it to have it knock me back so that my angle would be good, but it is really RNG how you get pushed by those damage tanks. I'm not sure, again, if this is like an FPS issue, because I play Hollow Knight at way higher FPS than maybe you're supposed to. And some things like damage knockback mechanics actually work differently. Oh, really? Okay, that's kind of bad. Depending on the FPS you're playing at, so can't really tell if there's a issue here. I'll try this a few more times. Oh, someone's on the door. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Sorry for dipping out there for a wee bit. Had a few things that suddenly came up, but now we are back to the game. Alright, where was I? I think I was doing the damage tank here. That's right. Damage tank. I forgot my soul. If I get the damage tank and die because I don't have soul, that's really bad. Let's get a little bit of soul from this guy. Probably would have been faster to just go back, but it's okay. Dead. This background pogo doesn't seem to do anything. I really wish this rock would be able to get you up there. It just doesn't. Nope. Okay, try maybe one more time and then head to Hive. Hive is probably the better choice anyway. Hive and Southwestern Kingdom's Edge. There's a fair bit of checks over there. We're very likely to find progress there. Much more likely than this Paylor. I just kind of want to do it, or at least try a little bit longer. I do find it really fun to experiment with these checks and kind of like try to learn them. For this one, I guess there's not that much you can learn. Oh, what? Did you see that? It hit me here. How did that hit me there? What? I was nowhere close to that. That was bizarre. Oh well. A mystery. Alright, let's go to Hive then. I say going to Hive, but I probably won't really go do a lot in Hive. Hello, Garden Salbei. Yes, indeed, I was the one that needed a welcome back, but you also get a welcome back. We all get welcome backs. So, in the meantime, I actually resolved the problem successfully. I figured out what I was missing. I got a long fireball skip to Crystal Peaks and found access to a lot of stuff. First waterways and now tram pass. So I am very happy. I'm very happy to see right now. And now we can do a little bit of Hive. Yes, I don't think we'll do a lot of Hive because Hive is not really a very friendly area in many ways. But there are things we can get here for relatively free. So yeah, getting unstuck was a very good feeling. Actually getting up here is a little bit tricky. I think I need to kill this thing. Oh, key thief, cool. Okay, moments before death by bee. There's more stuff we can get in Hive, but it would require pogoing off of that jumpy guy and some bees in order to get up to the next stage. Then from there we could get a Geo Rock and the bench, which would be nice. But I won't say it's that important. It's more relevant to go up here. Now for that I need these bees not to follow me too much. Drift off to the side a little bit and maybe a bit upwards. Sometimes these bees just really don't want to cooperate on this one. That's fine, we can reset these basically endlessly. You can also spawn a shade here to get a bit of extra. The problem with bees is that their physics are extremely bouncy. Like, you see just how far they go off of a single nail? Ah, that was probably meant to be a good... I'm just gonna use the shade here. I think that pogo was good. I'm not sure why it didn't go up. Doesn't matter though. With a shade there, we'll get there eventually. This might take... Yeah, this skip is a little bit finicky because it really depends on the bees, and the bees have really weird physics, like compared to other enemies in Hollow Knight. Like, they are just totally different than something like Vengeflies or something. Like, oh, that's kind of dumb. I'm gonna reset that because I'm about to die. And I don't understand why Team Cherry decided to give the bees like this weird physics where the small bees just like get yeeted across the whole continent anytime you touch them. But they also collide with each other, which is a property most enemies don't have. So like the bees are basically DLC enemies. So they were probably coded a long time after all of the other stuff in Hollow Knight was, you know, already out for a while. Oh, okay, I almost missed it. Good job, me. So I guess my suspicion is that Team Cherry kind of wanted to learn some lessons about the game, like seeing what had and hadn't worked out and tried to code the enemy physics a little bit differently as a result. I'm just gonna reset the health on that bee. Not really. I mean, yeah, that just shows how dependent that one skip is on the bee's physics, basically. The kind of funky, weird bee physics. That was tricky. Oh, why did I do that? I might end up dying here, though, because I'm really good at spiking myself in this room for some reason. Or that bee is gonna hit me. Goodness. I need you to not hit me, bee. This one check is surprisingly tricky. If I can't get the bee to go on the lower here. Come on. A little bit higher. A little bit higher. No, not there. I know this jump looks super easy, but oh, surprisingly it's not. And I'm almost dead, so maybe I have to give up on this one for now and just do the other checks in this area before the stupid bee kills me. I kind of just want it, but... Nushkaku. Nushkaku? What is it, Nushkaku? Moss Chargers, Hunter's Notes? Well, that's not that useful. Fortunately, Mr. Mushroom does preview, so you just need to talk to him, even without Sports Room, and he'll tell you what he has. This one's a little bit tricky. I don't think I can make this jump normally, which means I kind of require someone to help me up. What? That's not hit. Dumbly. Very unfortunate. Some enemies do have weird hitboxes, and the big round guys are definitely one of them. I just pogoed upwards and somehow that got me hit. Mysterious. That means I need to do the big pogo again. I don't even have a shade now. Yes, I think so. Oh. Yeah, okay. They're not... There it goes. Easy. It's not such a hard skip, it just really depends on the BRNG. Speaking of BRNG, I really need this one bee to go into this position right under here so I can get an easy skip over. It just doesn't like it. Oh, why did I... Okay, that was dumb. Don't mind, don't look. Please don't look. I am playing terribly. Let's just try that again. Fortunately, I can go up here a number of times. It's not really difficult skip or difficult area. It's just gotta not bonk into every single flying enemy on the way, I guess. Easy. First try. Oh, okay. The shade is in a good position now, though. What? Did you see that jump? I swear I'm not cheating. That was kind of weird. There you go. Thank you, Shade. Thank you. Oh, it's Zotes. Okay, I got Zotes. That's kind of hot, I guess. Nushkaku. Okay, time not to die to this thing. Big float, please, be kind. I could also maybe use this one to get up here, or those bees. It just really depends on the randomness of these enemies. They're very derpy, so you have no idea where they'll end up floating to. Oh, or I just make the jump. I didn't know you could just do that. Okay. Now I would kind of like you to float back up so I can pogo here, please. Could you not dig down to the center of the earth? Meanwhile, we can enjoy some Mr. Mushroom ASMR. Nushkaku, nushkaku, sunusoka, nushkaku, nushkaku, I'm only on the number, kaku, nushkaku, nushkaku, I'm only nushkaku, 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 nushkaku. Beautiful. I know my new career now. I don't have up slash. If I had up slash, I could just like go down and push this guy upwards, but I just have to wait for nature to take its course. Come on. That'll do. Vengefly Hunter's notes after all these years. Okay, well, we got through. Yep. The Mushroom Man ASMR is strong in this one. What I'm gonna do here, murder these bees first of all, because I don't want to die. And I got the Void Heart. We have the Void Heart already. This is amazing. In the one seed where I'm not actually trying to beat the Radiance, I just get Void Heart without even trying. Cool, I guess. Get over here. Now, I think with those bees dead, it's gonna be hard to skip over here. I can still try to enlist this one guy, but usually without multiple bees, it's tricky. But that's fine, because these guys do respawn. I mean, you know, it might actually be a thing that I'm going to... Like, I might be inclined to do Radiance strictly to get a check. Because Radiance Hunter's note is still a check. So, I might have to kill Radiance to get wings or something like that. That could happen. Yep, Void Heart is heavy, yeah? Void Heart is really heavy stuff. I mean, Hollow Knight is heavy stuff, right? It's like cute bug game. And then you get to the abyss and you're like, how many billions died for this? Goodness gracious. No, that was so free. That was so free if I... Oh no! That was also free if I hadn't gotten stuck. Yes, it really is. It's Hollow Knight just really hits every note, you know, like it's got that magic fantastic whimsy going, it's got the really dark stuff going, and it's just beautiful. I know, it's got everything really. Come on. Stupid bees. Why did you just dank out in the corner there? I don't understand. Silly, silly bees. I don't understand the BAI at all. It's just like, I'm gonna just chill here for... Oop, I almost tested it. So yeah, getting up here is a little bit of a challenge. And in fact, I think what makes it worse... Ow, that hit me. Sadness. Is that I'm not so sure I can get up the next wall either. So I'm not so sure I can progress here. The checks do claim to be in logic, but it might require me to do some pretty cursed stuff with those bees. Nice. So I am not so sure about this one. Meanwhile, we get some more Mushroom Man ASMR. Okay, that jump was much easier than I thought it was, at least. That's nice. Shade. Do you want to help me with this, Shady? Oh no, I have Void Heart. I forgot. It auto-equipped Void Heart, so now the Shade is just standing there. Ow. Nice dunk. Okay. Well, at least I have 2 bee assistants this time. Okay, we got up, got up, got up. Okay, now I gotta think carefully about what I want to do next. But yeah, that was an unlucky moment, which turned into an okay moment, I guess. Don't die, that's the most important part. There's 2 checks we can get here. and I think they're mutually exclusive, so I kind of had to just gamble on one of them. Because the other one is all the way over there. And I think I can't make the jump back, at least without... unless I leave some bees alive, which puts it at a very high risk. I also can't attack to the left, so I kind of have to kill this bee before it faces me down and kills me. Yeah, I think I can't make this jump back without saving at least one bee. And I think if I save a bee, it's very likely they'll want to kill me. So maybe I just can't do that. Can I make this jump without a bee? I don't think so. Not without dash. I mean, I can easily make it to the right. I just don't think I can make it backwards again. Well, okay, I'll just have to gamble 50-50. We'll take the one that's further away and then open the shortcut, I guess. That isn't a bad idea. This side allows us to open the shortcuts. Actually, wait, if I open the shortcut, I can respawn the bees. That might actually be the strat. But in any case, we got a dunk. And in fact, this already locks me down here. And it's Dream Nail! I gambled and I got it! The 50-50. I won! Dream Nail, kaboom! Okay. After all that effort, finally we have a Dream Nail. That means there's a bunch of stuff we can do. In fact, because we have the lore randomizer on, a bunch of Dream Nail dialogues are also randomized, which means there's a lot more stuff than you'd think. For example, the Sprint Master statue does have Dream Nail dialogue. This is vanilla. It always had Dream Nail dialogue. And then if I go down there and Dream Nail the thing, instead of getting that dialogue, I get a check. Yes, Path of Pain is definitely next. I mean, with Dream Nail, I have everything I need for Path of Pain, really. I get Grubberfly's Elegy for 6. It's more like Grubberfly's Allergy, really. Goodness. Also, the essence that ghosts give you is randomized, which means that most ghosts end up having 2 checks, because the lore randomizer puts a check on them for the talk, which is village key. That's the distant village key, that's kind of hot. And then the ghost essence is Mantis Respect, which means the Mantis now respect me. This is like beating Mantis Lords early. That doesn't actually do that much for me. In fact, if I did want to do some Mantis skips, it could be a bad thing. But okay, we'll call that a good thing for now. Some free stuff in Spirit's Glade. And especially if I manage to open the actual, like the glade over here. Let's take this silly Void Heart off, I don't want this. If I manage to open the door to the actual Spirit's Glade, there's a buffet of spirits in here. Like, look at this, look at the checks on this map, okay? Goodness gracious, that is a lot of checks. And they're basically just there for the taking. I mean, Revok will defend them, but we don't care. Unfortunately, this door doesn't open by itself. It requires a key that we don't have. So that's also a random feature that to make it a bit less of an easy buffet, you gotta find the key at least. But once we get it, ghost buffet time. Intriguing place indeed. Very nice. Dream Nail dialogue for Dream Shield. Also vanilla thing. Does nothing though. And now we have the joy of doing Zero without upslash. Not really a big deal, just, you know, Zero with upslash is a lot more comfortable than Zero without upslash. Not a big deal though. Now here for the fun part, how do I actually get up to Zero? It's not so bad, just that. Just a little background pogo gives you that extra millimeter of an inch. Millimeter of an inch, that's a good measurement unit. Double hits, that's good. I do have very powerful spells, but I have very low soul generation, so because of the combat randomizer, I think I have like on 4 out of 11 right now. Which means I'm generating like about a third of the usual soul per hit that you get in normal Hollow Knights. So spells are powerful, but I do have to kind of go into fights with a full soul bar, because I don't get much during the fight itself. Which is quite alright though. Oops. Also means the fact that I can't heal isn't that big of a deal because I kind of want to use my little soul on spells anyway. Got him. Not even close, baby. Also 2 checks for these guys. One for their Hunter's Entry and one for their Spirit, for their Essence. Another Mr. Mushroom level. That's kind of hot. I do like Mr. Mushroom levels. Bunch of stuff here. I could do Ionis again for the Ionis checks. Could do No Eyes. Ugh. I could do Elder Who. Elder Who. I guess there's not that many other things. Gorb. Gorb. Let's do Gorb. And then I can think of doing... Actually, why am I doing this? It's probably faster to go from out to bench. Even if it requires a skip, it's still faster. Gorb. Dun, 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 dun. We've reached the ghost fight part of the stream. So the village key that I got is probably useful, but it's still kind of like on the probably useful eventually stage, because I really don't have any access to this village right now. Oh, right, I forgot since you. I actually forgot how Gorb works for a moment there. Didn't face him yet? Oh. I'm just gonna go for Great Slashes, they're very convenient. Charge them up, pull up 1, retreats. It's 2.5 times nail damage, so it's significantly better than just walking up and slashing him 2 times. It does generate less soul, which is a minus, but doesn't really matter that much. I'm gonna try to build up. Okay. Oh, that was kind of stupid of me. I don't have more soul. One more. Right, so I have another cost. That was my dialogue. I don't know why it's called Diamond Dash. It must be some sort of horse joke and too penguin to understand. Shoink! Uh-huh. Wonderful. Gorb! Well, no Gorb for us. Yeah, I guess we can go do Ionis again. I think I opened the shortcut, but I don't think that helps at all without Claw. So we just got to do the entirety of Ionis again. That's okay. And then we can also do Nightmare Lantern, I guess. That sounds like a decent thing. Hop. Hop. Ionis, here we go. Ionis, here we go. Hey, roller, Ionis, we will go. I am so happy that the game gave me the Lumafly Lantern in the first 10 minutes of the seed. Actually, didn't have to do that at all because I did put on Darkroom skips, which I'm terrified of. I'm really terrified of Darkroom skips, but I want to practice doing them. But the rando's like, nah, have a Lumafly Lantern, you're fine. Wait. That was stupid of me. That's almost a smooth move, but then it just turned out to be a bad idea. Wait. I can do this if I forgot! There's one above it too. I panicked. Because there wasn't one above me. I was gonna pogo on the below one, and then I was like, oh no, wait. Dumb me, dumb C. He forgot himself. Oh well, go again. That was not the most elegant way to die, but okay. Doesn't matter. Can just go again. Dooba-dabba, dooba-dabba. Death to Vengefly. Revenge of the Vengefly. Revengefly. Why are they called Vengeflies anyway? Like, what are they notionally taking revenge or getting vengeance on? Not clear. Are they vengeful? Is that it? There's nothing about their AI that appears particularly vengeful. They're about as aggressive as anything else. I don't have upslash. Actually, I'm kind of stuck now. Wait, I wanted to be up there. Oh, that's stupid of me. No, I can't. Okay, well. Back up. Okay, and now I grow this guy. Have him follow me in here. And up here. Fine. Easy. Easy Unis. Unis speedrun. Unis speedrun world record is me. Hey Unis. Bardoon's key. That's dash faster, dash further, dash forever. Oh, that's the dash master statue. Okay, I got that now. Cool. Bardoon's key. I don't think that does much for me either, frankly. Also, I'm stuck here. Cool. Thank you, game. I guess we're going again. If I want the Nightmare Lantern, which I kind of do, because it's a kind of a free check, I should go down there. Technically, the Nightmare Lantern is already lit. But the thing that I need is the Dreamnail dialogue from the weird dead bug in the Nightmare Lantern room. In fact, apparently this is what triggers the... This seems to be what triggers the Grim Troop to appear, which I'm not quite clear on how that works, like, in terms of coding triggers, but, well, whatever. We'll just accept it for now. I already got this lore. Whee! The lantern is lit, because I got the Dreamnail dialogue from a random check earlier, which is what summoned the Grim Troop. But you are a Battle Obel, Hunter's Notes. That's unfortunate. Okay, so that was not progress. Hornet Temple. Wait, I guess that's literally Hornet hanging out outside the temple, isn't it? Then I can go talk to her. I don't need to enter the temple for that. So I do have Void Heart, but I only have 2 Dreamers, so I can't actually enter the Black Egg Temple. But that doesn't really matter. Because I'm just gonna go and have a chit-chat with young Lady Hornet. There you are. Oh! That's a convenient location to get the 3rd Dreamer, to say the least. Wait, what happens now? Put your gambles... Is it going to be that I have to leave and re-enter to open the Black Egg? Or is the Black Egg now immediately going to open? Actually, I have no idea. Because this was the 3rd Dreamer. So I can, in theory, enter the Black Egg. But does it happen now? Or do I have to leave and re-enter to trigger the opening sequence? Put your bet in chat now. Before I click next. Immediate or re-enter? Which is it? I don't know. I have never had this happen before. I think no one thought about this. Re-enter it is. Okay, let's test. Yep! It's the re-enter. You got it. You both got it. You were completely correct. That is 100%. I figured that too. But it would be really funny if I just like pressed A and then it opens immediately. Too bad. You are really juicy brained. You must have eaten a lot of grubs. Are you grub father by any chance? You know the when you can buy a grub in the store, the dialogue mentions you can make grub juice out of them? That is terrifying. Speaking of which, hey. Okay, so that is the checks here. Now this does put Hollow Knight in logic. In fact, I'm thinking, and then I'm thinking a little bit more. Okay. I guess I won't dig deeper into that one. That's I'll just play on Elegy if you continue going on that one. But okay, I'm going to kill Hollow Knight because killing Hollow Knight gives me a check, and that's really all I care about. I can technically enter Radiance fights, But I don't have any way of beating Radiance. Not because I'm afraid of the big bird, but because I don't have enough mobility to do the platform phase. Like, or the climb phase, rather. Like, I will not be able to get up on the platforms. Even if I were to use the damage tank out mechanic that I have derived to do really cursed Radiance climbs, it's still not possible to finish Radiance with my current gear. So I will skip that, but I'm gonna beat Hollow Knight as a starting point, let's say. So this is not me winning the game by any means. Even if I were to get an ending, in fact I could get an ending. I could get Sealed Siblings ending, but that doesn't count as beating the game, okay? I will still have to keep playing this. Because the goal is still Pale Court for obvious reasons. Die. Let's see if I can do this. I do still have no healing. But, well, Hollow Knight isn't the hardest of bosses. I got a little bit of practice. The littlest bit. I should have gone for the double. I actually do have Shaman Stone now, so going for the double is very justified. Stop blinging. I should have pogoed on him there. Ooh. Are we done yet? Not gonna face, huh? Oh, I missed. What? The horns? The horns! That was a perfect fight until now, and then the horns got me. I hate the horns. Stupid horns. No. Okay. I love when it teleports and then blocks. Like, what are you doing exactly? Teleports behind you and then blocks. Strong. Where are you going? And there we go. Pace. Hit him lots to build up soul. You only deal 1 damage for each hit in this phase, but it still builds soul, so... Or not in this phase, but in this animation specifically. Building soul is still really good. Oh no. Oh, I knew that was gonna hit me. That's kinda dumb though. Am I dead? Almost. I'm too scared to jump over that. Ooh. Oh no, oh no, oh no, this is gonna get me. It's gonna get me. Didn't get me. I don't have left slash, but... Put a little bit more soul. Ooh. Ooh. No, 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 no. Ooh. Oh, yeah, yeah. Please don't do that. Ooh. Wait. Oops. Actually, I'm gonna have to do next phase too, aren't I? Oh no, I missed. Darn it. Ooh. No, not again? Gosh. It just doesn't want to die, huh? I did good DPS up until this point and now I'm doing nothing. Huh? Okay, there's the face. Finally. That took a while. Wait. What I want from this is just the Hunter's Notes for Hollow Knight. I don't care about anything else. Now, if I just DPS him here, eventually he'll shake Hornet off, go into the weak phase, and I can kill him. That would give me the Hunter's Notes. The question is, if I Dream Nail him, Does that give me the hunter's notes or not? I've never had that happen before. Okay, science. I'm going to dream nail him to see if that gives me the hunter's notes, but I know I can't fight Radiance. I mean, I could survive the fight, but I can't finish it because of no climb. But I'm gonna test if that gives me the hunter's notes. I think not. It looks like no. Okay, so that's a no. That does make sense. I mean, I didn't kill him or anything. Also, I can't even start the fight, actually. I'm here, but I can't even start the fight. I don't have a way to... I can't even get down there. I forgot about that. Okay, never mind. Radiance! Come down here! You stupid moth. Come down here. I'm just a little bit too short, but I swear I'll beat you. Come down here. This is impossible. Actually, there's no way. I can't do anything. Okay, well, this is over. Wait, I can't die? I can't die. No, I can die. I can die. I can die. It healed me when I entered, that's why. Kaboom. Oh well, okay. So that's that then. I guess if I want the notes, I have to actually kill. Yeah, I have to actually kill the Hollow Knight for that. Okay, well, Hollow Knight again, I guess. But that was some good science, and it could become relevant in the future too, to know that actually, if you go for the true ending, you don't even get the Hollow Knight's Hunter's notes. So if you ever need them, you might just want to go straight for the notes. Which means you do need to win, like you need to do this thing twice in order to get all the checks relating to the ending, if that is important. Good to know. I might do more Pale Court randomizers in the future, in which case I kinda have to treat Radiance as just like an optional boss, you know. Just like a boss like any other that has a check associated to it. Just one though. Well, two if you count Hollow Knight. What? No. The stupid horns again. Stupid horns. Not having left dash makes this quite a little bit less smooth. I wish he weren't under that roof there. When he's under the roof, he does this weird super fast jump. I might die here. I will definitely die here. Let's do that again. The worst part about Hollow Knight is not his attacks, it's his non-attack stuff. That is almost always what gets you on Hollow Knight. Like him turning around, him falling down, him just smacking you with his horns while you're happily pogoing. It's just, yes, such a weird wonky hitbox and some weird wonky moves. What? Just reset that. Never mind. That was not me failing a pogo, not at all. Actually, Hollow Knight himself is he's got a very crisp, nice moveset. Quite like Grim, and if I'm to be frank, that's what makes both of them easy bosses. Like, he's not very fast, his moves are very crisp and easily defined, so he kind of messes with that in like the last phase with the squishy attacks, which are less crisp, but still he's got very like inherently dodgeable attacks. They're very fair. It's just the only things that are tricky with him is him walking and jumping basically. Such things should not be allowed in Hollow Nest. See? That jump is weird. That jump is also weird. No, I missed. die. Oh, that was almost. Ah, that hit me. Well, I said that, and then he hit me with his nail. Sadness. Actual hits from Hollow Knight himself. Only with a shockwave, that's kind of bad. That's half damage compared to hitting him directly. It's very important to hit people directly when you dive them. Because both the dive itself and the shockwave deal people damage. So it's a lot of damage if you hit them double. He blocked it though. I think it blocked the whole thing. It was terrible. Yeah, you behave you. Hollow Knight is very weak to pogoing. Some bosses punish pogoing really heavily. Hollow Knight only occasionally does the pogo punish jump. It does do it sometimes, so it's not a completely risk-free strategy, but... And first. Cyclone for fast soul game. And then once he's down, Great Slash him for damage. Once he's down, he takes normal damage again. Oh, that hit me. That's kind of sad. I might die now. Oh, he did the pogo punish jump at the worst possible moment. Just as he was about to face, he did the pogo punish jump. I was just talking about how he rarely does that. But when he does that, he hits you 100% because you're straight above him and he jumps with no message. It's just straight up. I didn't even go him that much. I don't know why I decided to punish there. Unlucky. It's a very enjoyable fight though, so I can basically never get mad at Hollow Knight, even when his hitbox is wonky and he does weird jumps and stuff. Ow, that's bad. I'll reset that. I shouldn't hang. Air hanging in front of him is really bad, because then you can't really respond to a dash attack. Shouldn't do that. So yeah, let's just go again. This is just for one check, so it's not like it's a great idea by any means. But there's no reason why this wouldn't be progress. Stupid head. Horns. Since I'm not able to heal, I do feel it probably wise to reset if I take a stupid contact damage hit immediately. It's unlucky that the first time I beat him, I didn't choose the option that gives me the notes, so I basically just forfeited the match for science. Yeah, it was just looking menacing at me, because I was just hanging out for no reason. Well, that's what happens when I can't attack to the left. Dropping down occasionally should make him less likely to do pogo punish. Face though. Do you see where I pogoed, by the way? I pogoed empty air, because Hollow Knight's hitbox is just like that. It's just like that. That also means I can get some very free pogos during this attack though. Which make no sense sometimes, but that's okay. Hollow Knight is just like that. That attack is way easier to handle if you approach rather than run away. Much more consistent too. Well, I think that goes for a lot in this game. Well, I didn't. Unfortunate. Well, that was very greedy of me to go for the nail swing there. And again, I'm on one mask for this phase. This phase, that should be so free, but the problem is it's very easy to take a random hit to something. Even if it's just like a contact damage or... a pogo punish or something unfortunate. Or this thing. This thing can easily hoodwink you. Oh! It hoodwinked me! I shouldn't have dashed! I was so convinced I needed to dash that one, and instead it just hit me because I dashed. Yeah. First try was the best, of course. As it should be. I'm still equipping the Void Heart, by the way, quite intentionally, because I'm going for sealed siblings, which means I get the honor of killing him. That doesn't actually... Sure, I mean, I'm not particularly worried about this fight. It's just, on 3 masks, it's very easy to make 3 mistakes, and, you know, then you should end it. And I mean, frankly, like, I'm not trying to, like, make excuses, but it's basically always just, like, contact damage and, weird hitbox issues. And that jump, actually I pogoed too long, though. That's my bad. Like, it's not his main boss mechanics that deal damage usually. I do take a hit or 2 from them, but it's usually not the reason the fight is lost. But like I said, I can't get mad because Hollow Knight is a fun fight. The music is great, he's a cool guy, and all his main boss mechanics are really chunky and satisfying. So I'm kind of always just happy fighting him, even if I sometimes resent him taking some masks from me for no reason. I really wish I had left swing though. Oh goodness, that was a scary jump. If I had left swing or left dash, it would be a very different fight. I could do way more damage. I thought he was gonna jump me there. I can't attack you. Stop standing on that side. I know that you can get double hits if you fireball him as he's dashing past, but I haven't found the right timing for it yet. You have to fireball him as he's dashing away from you. Triggering the block is quite a good thing to do, because then you can get free pogos. Wait, why did I... wrong button. Okay, that was all sort of wrong, but okay, fine. I do have a lot of practice with Hollow Knight though, because he comes up a lot in true ending randos. I mean, every time, for obvious reasons. And, you know, you do a lot of Radiance, that means you do a lot of Hollow Knight. So get a lot of practice with him. And also not so unusual to do him with strange circumstances, like missing dashes and missing damage and missing anything really. You just compensate. Whoa! That was kind of close. That kind of missed. Not a great time for a dive. Good jump? Okay, but did a weird jump. Oh, that was close. Nope. I should pogo him during this phase, but it's a little bit inconsistent and oh, that was very close. Goodness. If I pogo him during that move and I miss, then I take 2 damage, which is kind of just the end. So I often play it a little bit passively during that move, even though it's definitely optimal to pogo him if you can. Not always possible, sometimes the pillars overlap him completely, but usually there's a little bit of space. This is bad, he's gonna jump. If he got too far away, he definitely jumped on you. What? That's a weird hit to take, but okay. Kinda says something when the weirdest thing that can happen is that he hits you with his nail. That's the least expected thing. Should have gone for a great slash there. Oh well. Stop it. Behave. Gotta be careful. Sometimes they shoot straight down. Wait, why didn't I react to that? Oh, I somehow had a great idea and it just didn't work out at all. Okay, that was pretty stupid. Ooh. Oh no. Now I might be dead. Coming from the corner, that's not a good place to be. Okay, far away. That was close. What? No, he landed on me! Another... Come on. We can do this though. We got this. I'm not giving up. It's a fight that I intend to win. Just need to not get unlucky. And it's a fun fight, so I never mind doing it. Again. Come here. Come here, Hollow. That was kind of close. What? Huh, I even got the parry and it still hit me. Weird. Parries are weirdly inconsistent. I can't really tell why some parries lead to damage, some don't. It is weird. I guess this might be the most nothing I've ever done the Hollow Knight with. A single dash direction and I have Shaman Stone, Firebolt and Dive, which is actually kind of good already, but don't really have anything else than that. 4 damage on the Nail Swing also doesn't really help. Great Slash is good though. Yeah. Behave. Stop clinking. There you go. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. That's kind of close. Oh, okay, I don't know why I decided to go in on that. It was not the right response. Another stupid hit for no reason. Stop it. Oh wait, no! I decided to walk away. That was stupid. Oh, I'm so silly. Silly me. Another 2-masker. I'm probably going to get hit by something silly at the end and die. Like this? No. Careful. Oh no, the chance attack. Well, that was very close. I've been making some really bad judgment calls on that move. Oop. Oh no. This move is kind of hard to deal with if you're standing in the wrong direction. Oh, yeah. That was kind of scary. That was scary. Come on, face. Just face already. Okay, slash for face. Not that. Not that. No! That was silly. Oi, oi, oi. Again. I don't know why it keeps happening exactly like this. Like I take always 2 hits in the second phase and then always 1 hit at the very end of the third phase. It is really silly. Yeah, the worst part is I beat him once already, but I didn't get the notes for it, so it doesn't count. Of course I'll get there, no doubt. I have absolutely no doubt. Where? Die. Ugh. Faced. I'm able to do the first phase fairly fast. Second phase takes a... Oh, that hit me. That's bad luck. Second phase takes just a little bit longer, and then third phase drags on forever for some reason. Probably because of all the iframes, yes. Oh, that was really close, what? I can't believe I didn't get hit by that. I can't believe I did that to myself. Again, that move, I'm underestimating it. Underestimating the... Actually, maybe even overestimating the jump range, thinking about it. That might be more accurate. Better take some ground time so it doesn't do the pogo punish. Okay, I'm not sure the spell damage went through because of the face. Charge. Go. That was bad. That was bad. I could tell. That move leads, and if you don't start moving immediately, and you don't have both directions dash, actually you're kind of trapped. I didn't really have a way out of that one, due to the timing of my dive. Unlucky. Maybe if I delayed the dash a bit more, I'm not sure. Or if I just walked left. Just juked right and then walked left. But I don't think I had time for it. Ah, reset. I'm gonna keep doing some Hollow Knight. I'm pretty sure that I need to be able to beat Hollow Knight in order to beat whatever Pale Court has. It's probably harder, let's be real. It's a fan-made expansion, so I'm going to assume these bosses are all like any Radiance level. Because everyone knows that Hollow Knight fans are clinically insane. That's what I decided I wouldn't do, but okay. Sure does. Pain and suffering is the best. Like, why play a, you know, a reasonably balanced and doable game when you can just make it as difficult as possible? Of course. We sure do. Says the representative of suffering and pain. Well, people have different ideas of what a fun level of difficulty is, let's say. I've never tried any Radiance, and I'm not sure I ever will. Like, it just becomes Toho at that point, which... This is also a fun game, I guess. But maybe I should try it at some point. I don't think I'm gonna do that with 3 masks and no healing and no left dash and no nothing though. That sounds like a thing you do with yes everything, not a no anything. Kind of a bad decision to retreat there. Could have smacked me. Kind of slow reaction to that. Oh no, the terrible fireball. Bit too slow. You know, let me just say this, I really love his moves, like his... Oh, why? Except that one. Just as I was praising you, man. You gotta do that. Like his dash attack and his triple slash attack are so good. Such great moves. Ah, that was bad. Whoop! No! I was too slow to get out of my dive animation there. I was relying on the iframes too much. If I just jumped straight up, I think I would have been fine. Oh, I'm gonna choke again. It's gonna happen. What? I tried to walk through him with the dive iframes. and the contact damage got me. Maybe actually his hitbox looks different during that phase, because I'm sure I could have walked through him with his normal hitbox. But maybe when he's self-impaling, his hitbox is different shaped. I didn't account for that. That was kind of silly. Even if I do, get him to the horned phase, I still have to beat him one more time. Although for that phase, he's kind of gonna be in weak mode, like attack once and then fall over. But he still does the mega projectile attack, and in fact he does both projectile attacks still, so there's plenty of chances to die in that phase as well. He's not done for even there. It is quite a long fight to do on 3 masks, but I'm intending to do it. Almost tricked me there. Whoa, the jump. That hit me? Sadness and sorrow. I think I was a bit too far behind. Hello. Again. Fight me. What? The horns? Goodness. The quick resets. Yeah, that's what happens when he suddenly turns. The big turn. How long have I been doing Hollow Knight now? I was intending to just do a quick stint of Hollow Knight, and then I did do a first try on him, and then I kind of realized I needed to keep redoing him, and I have no idea how long it's been now. THK, THK, THK. That was close. Almost got horned again. Can you not do random jumps? Thank you. Careful with horns. Paste. And Hugla. Oh yeah, yeah. And down. Nice. Good that I followed him there. Come here. No, don't come here like that. That's the wrong way. The random jump, finally. I pogoed too much, and it was finally my time to meet my maker. Ow! The horns. That was a really good fight until he did that. Yeah. Again. I do love this fight though. It's so fun. Go. Kill him. Die. Come here. In general, I'm really the type that gets attracted to games where I have to do a boss over and over again. And the nice thing about randomizers is that basically it forces me to relearn all these bosses, so I get kind of that experience of like having to grind learning the boss over and over again. Like you know, the initial casual experience where a boss would just trounce you and you just need to figure him out. That was close, but I saw you coming. I saw you. I knew you would do it. Maybe I started calling it like that, right? Like something like predicting the random pogo punish would not really be a part of your casual playthrough, but now I have the opportunity to learn that too. Oh no, I dropped a bit too slow there. Stupid. Dumb waste. Go again. Whoa. That. Down and face rushing. Nope, I saw you coming there. Okay, I've gotten better at reading when he's gonna do the pogo punish. It's not quite no-tell, it's just really fast. What? No, I failed the pogo! Control the dead zone has to be fixed. Keep taking silly hits. Unacceptable. No, that was a really bad decision to not stay on. I decided to retreat and it was a really, really bad decision. On the left, I don't have much I could do. Maybe I could dash away, but if you dash away, then it's likely to do a follow-up jump on you and smack you, so I tried to get through. That was a bit too close. Unlucky. Go again. Go. Die. And all this for a check, by the way. And my pride, of course. Ow. But mostly for fun. I refuse to look at the random map until this guy's dead. The Hollow Knight. Now what does this guy do? Don't want to overcommit to attacking too much when he's just standing looking at you. Sometimes it's a bit of a stare down contest, but if you overcommit to attacks, then he has a pretty good chance of just smacking you. Ow! Like that! Because you're kind of stuck on the ground. Again. Oh, seems like food is ready. Well, I am not giving up on this fight, but I might have to go for dinner. Yada. Ow. One more to go, and I will call a dinner. There's still quite a lot of go in this randomizer, so I probably am very unwise to be so stuck on Hollow Knight, but I'm really enjoying this fight, so I will not progress the randomizer until I beat him. This might be the... That is not unwise. Often I do find that the case, like, I do bosses like for like an hour or two at night, and I'm really tired and really like sleepy and hungry and everything. But I still insist on doing it. And then I come back the next morning and I just beat them in one shot. I'm like, oh yeah, that wasn't that hard. It does make a big difference. This is true. But, well, I guess it most likely will just have to be that way, because I don't think I beat this guy before dinner gets cold. Okay, well, no resets anyway. One more try and that's it. I will come back after dinner. Darn it! I just said no resets and then I failed the Okay, we're doing it on one mask. No resets. No fair. One mask. That's all I need. No choke allowed. Just be offensive. Just don't choke, you know? Cool. Radiant. No problem. Radiant her? Don't even know her. Something like that. I don't know if that works. Or doesn't work. Attack! Ow. I don't know why I ow for that. I'm the one dealing damage. Now, the jump. The pogo punish jump, of course. Of course, the pogo punish jump sends me to dinner. Well, it did. Okay. I'm probably calling the stream for now. I hope I can come back after dinner to keep streaming, but I don't know that. So I'm gonna stop the stream for now. If I have a chance to stream another hour or two tonight, that'd be lovely, and then I can take revenge on the Hollow Knight. If not, then we might meet tomorrow or any other day that you have a chance to drop by. But for now, thanks for the wishes. Take care, have a good one, see you around, and Bye. Da, da.